Hello everyone, this is Norcda Childa here, and welcome back to another video. Welcome to my 2019 State of the Channel address. I'm just, making it a fancy name, but it basically is just an update video because the past year or a bit less on the channel has not been great. And I know it's not been great. You guys know it's not been great. It's not like I think it's great and it really isn't. I understand that I've not been doing a good job, and there are a lot of reasons for that, and I haven't really filled you guys in. I've just been uploading weekly demons, which I did stop doing. So yeah, the point of this video is to just fill you guys in on everything, because a lot of stuff has happened in the past year, 6 months to a year. A lot of stuff has happened, and a lot of feelings within me have changed, and a lot of just a lot of things have changed. A lot of things have stayed the same, but a lot of things have changed, so I do want to fill you guys in. Firstly, about weekly demons, the only reason why I continued uploading them is because originally I remember saying when 2.11 came out, almost 2 years ago now, that I would upload all the weekly demons until 2.2 came out, and then 2.2 has not come out. So I kind of was getting a bit burnt out of that, and it was kind of getting boring. Like, I was still having fun playing the levels, but like just uploading those every week was kind of like, it kind of was getting to be a hassle. But I kind of wanted to document, myself beating more demons, and right now I have 399 demons, and so I'm going to be beating my 400th demon soon. I'll be uploading a video on that once I beat that. So that's kind of why I was doing weekly demons. The last main video I did before that was, I did a review on the particle editor video back in February. I did a Deltarune series back in December, and November, but not much else has happened. And it's crazy, and I'm just gonna start from the start. There's one definite start, but I'm gonna start. Anyway, basically this was my junior year of high school. I just finished my junior year, which a lot of people dub as the hardest year of high school. And I would say it was difficult, but I think it went pretty well for me. Grappling with school and the ACT, which I took. I'm an ACT guy, not an SAT guy. So I took the ACT 3 times. I took it October, December, and April, and I have a score that I'm happy with, but that did take some time, and I did have tutoring in the fall mainly for that, so fall of 2018. And then, yeah, school itself was, a commitment. I was into AP classes, AP US History and AP Language and Composition, so, and honors and the other classes and stuff like that, so it was a big commitment. But another huge commitment in addition to that was cross country and track. So I started doing cross country in junior year, fall of junior year, and I did track in the spring, and honestly it was the best decision of my high school career, I feel like, because I finally belonged to kind of more of a community, I guess, where it was a community outside of school for hours after school and on the weekends and stuff like that. Plus, I loved running, and this just made me like it even more. So it was a really positive experience. Cross country, track. I didn't do winter track, but I did spring track. And I met a lot of great people, and I had a really good time. And in cross country, my 5K PR was 19 minutes 43 seconds, which, it's great, but I'm only on JV. I'm not on varsity. Those guys are crazy. That was my cross country PR in the fall, and then in the spring I did distance for track. So for my 800 meter time, which I didn't do too much, but I think my PR was maybe 2 minutes 14 seconds, and then for the mile it was 5 minutes flat. So those are my times. If you guys are track, cross country running junkies and can relate, but such a positive experience for me. But yes, that did take away a lot of time, and obviously as a student athlete that I am, there is the classic, you get home from practice and it's like late and you do your homework and you go to bed and you don't have much time for anything else, you know what I mean? So like I was that, and not to mention, you know, the lack of motivation or kind of strength I had to make videos or focus on things like that. So all in all, positive experience in cross-country track, and I'm doing those again this year. And the cross-country grind has already started in the summer, so I've been running a lot. And then the I don't know if this is the main thing, but back in March, I don't know if you guys remember, but I tweeted, or I let you guys know, I updated you, that we had a death in our family, and that was my grandfather, and it was kind of sudden, kind of wasn't sudden, so it was kind of like in between, I feel like. But you know how that is when you lose someone like that who is, you know, really close to you. And that just kind of sapped a lot of my energy, a lot of my motivation, a lot of my mental strength, stuff like that. So that was kind of, you know, a hurdle in the process, and a hurdle in the year. So that was a sad time, but, you know, now a few months later, obviously, we're doing a lot better. My grandma, you know, we helped her a lot after the death and things like that, as a family, so that was good, and now things are kind of a bit more settled, which is really nice. And then now, yeah, it's the summer. I don't know if you guys remember, just every summer, we have a lake house, so we've normally been there all of July, and this summer is kind of the same, except I'm going back and forth a bit. So, but yeah, I'm up there with not great internet, and just kind of chilling, relaxing. I have summer assignments and stuff for school, because next year I'm taking AP Literature and Composition, which is another English class, AP Human Geography, and AP French. So I got a lot of stuff to do for all of that. And then in school at the end of the year, AP exams, obviously I only had 2, but it did take up, you know, May, and kind of that time was really stressful, and the AP exams are long, and, you know, but it all paid off in the end. I'm happy with my scores. And then finals came around, and finals, not as difficult as AP exams, are kind of more straightforward, but, you know, that was kind of a week where I had to, you know, double down, plus all other tests and assessments and all that type of thing. And then another big thing is that I was actually in a relationship this year, or for 6 months, or just under 6 months, and it was with someone who I met sort of through cross country, and look, I mean, it was my first relationship. Breakups are hard, but I think it ended well. I'm not going to share like all these crazy details because, you know, it is private and I don't really want to share all the details. But, you know, it's not like there was a crazy falling out. It's not like we hate each other. Like, we're still close, and I'm really happy that it was like a clean break and things ended well, because drama is the last thing we wanted, or last thing anyone should want. And I think even though it did end, it ended in a really good way, and I'm really grateful that I was able to have that experience in the relationship, and just to have it end in, you know, a good way that wasn't destructive. Like, obviously I'm sad, but it wasn't destructive. But, you know, that was kind of like late December to late June, so that was, yeah, about 6 months of my life where, you know, a lot of my focus was kind of elsewhere, I guess, and on my girlfriend at the time, and, you know, it was nice, and it was a great experience, and I'm really happy that I had it. In all honesty, like, this year I kind of just wanted to, like, I felt like I kind of escaped my comfort zone a bit in junior year and kind of tried things I never really had, and was kind of more socially outgoing and talked to more people, met more people, did more things. I was writing for the school newspaper a lot, and this year I'm going to be managing the digital and social media for the newspaper, which is really cool, and I'm really looking forward to that, and I believe I can bring my YouTube social media skills to that. But this year I kind of lived a life more socially outgoing, and I think I attribute that mostly to cross country and track, and the people I've met through that, and the experiences I've had through that, and everything like that. So yeah, I mean, I would say that relationship was a really big part of my life, and it was my first relationship, and I'm not happy that it ended, but I'm happy that it ended in a good way. I think that makes sense. So yeah, I wasn't doing too great for the first few weeks of summer, but now I've settled down a bit. It still isn't great, but you know, I'm doing a lot better, and I feel pretty happy. Just it's like kind of nagging at the back of my head, that like feeling of sadness. Anyway, the main other thing is I have just not been motivated at all to make videos. That partially comes with Geometry Dash not being updated, and I get that 2.2 has not been out for almost, well, it's like 2.5 years. I think I just saw something on the wiki that like on July 11th, the time it took for between 2.1 and 2.2 was longer than the time it took for 1.9, 2.0, and 2.1 to come out, like combined, like the times between those updates. So that is just crazy. And I wouldn't say I'm loving the game less, but there's just like less to do. And I'm not a creator, so that doesn't really keep me, or not really a creator anymore in the game, so that doesn't really keep me too busy. And things like the dailies and the weekly demons were kind of the things that would keep me coming back, you know? I still play the game quite regularly, just not as much as I feel like I used to. And I'm not going to announce that I'm like quitting or anything, because I don't think I'm quitting. And you know how it is with Geometry Dash YouTubers, they always kind of take a break for a bit and they always kind of come back. So I'm never going to be like, I'm quitting the game because, you know, someone like Toxic or Mindsap or like any people who I've been close with who have quit have always had come back in like one way, shape, or form. So, but I think I'm just kind of interested in games less. And I think that's just because I'm getting a bit older and kind of branching out, and college is coming up, and I'm, you know, focusing on applications and kind of finding things I like to do, and that kind of doesn't really always involve playing games and stuff like that. I feel like besides Geometry Dash, I mainly play like FIFA because I'm a soccer fan, and that's like pretty much it. Like, I kind of have dabbled a bit, just fooling around in Minecraft a bit again because of the updates, and like my friends and I have been talking about, you know, playing it again just for the fun of it. But besides that, I don't really have any games on my phone that I play regularly, so I'm just playing video games less and enjoying them less, which part of me doesn't like, but part of me just kind of, you know, needs to accept that because it's kind of like a natural progression I feel like I'm going through. So I'm not here to tell you in this state of the channel address that I'm quitting YouTube, I'm stopping gaming, blah, 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 blah. But I think I'm just kind of not clicking with it as much as of late. And I don't know if it's exactly me being burnt out, because it's been like, you know, like this has been going on for some time, where I've just been feeling like it doesn't interest me too much anymore. But there are still things that I love, and I love seeing your comments, and I love engaging with you guys. I haven't made a skit since August, which was If Icons Could Talk 2.1 edition. I have one that I said I was going to release around Valentine's Day, and yeah, we saw how that ended up. But that's still like a shell sitting in iMovie that I can finish. So I kind of want to get that done soon for you guys. As for future plans for the channel, I don't know. I think when 2.2 comes out, it's going to be really good, and I'm going to have a lot of stuff to do. As for branching out, I may want to branch out in gaming, but I've also been thinking way down the road that I will just end gaming entirely. And maybe that's in college or after college or something like that. I don't know if that would be on this channel or another channel. I don't think my YouTube journey is done. I obviously have been liking making videos less, but I think that's mainly attributed to the gaming aspect of it, and I feel like I may want to head in a different direction sometime in the future, but not like, you know, next month, where I'm just going to start doing everything differently, you know? This is like a long-term thing I'm talking about. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. So I appreciate everything you guys have been saying to me, everything that, like, everything that's just been super supportive. We hit 70K on the last day of school for me, so that was cool. I know, like, that's probably all based on, like, my older videos, people watching those, because I didn't really do much this year. But, you know, I'm growing more slowly, but I'm not, like, losing subscribers, even though I just probably jinxed that. So, like, I'm happy that that's kind of been going on. Like, I've not been losing subscribers, the growth has just been, like, not as high, which I'm fine with, and that makes sense, because I haven't really done much. So, yeah, it's been a crazy year, lots of up and downs, and I'm going into senior year, and I feel like senior year is going to be a lot more of the same for me. Like, I want to be more socially outgoing and kind of keep that up from last year and get involved in things, obviously, staying with cross-country track. But, you know, with senior year, like, you gotta live it up, and I'm excited, and even though, you know, I've lost some people along the way, you know, I still feel like I'm close with a lot of people that I want to maintain things with in senior year, and just kind of live life sort of like a quote-unquote normal teenager, but not really, because I do love making videos, and I just feel like I've been burnt out of it, and I just feel like I've been enjoying it less, but there is always a part of me that's like, that would be a cool thing to record, or that would be a cool thing to make. So I'm still thinking about things just in a less tenacious, you know, constant uploading gaming videos type of way. But yeah, all in all, up and down year. I think junior year was honestly my best year of high school, though. But yeah, there were a lot of happy times. There were, you know, some sad times, and we're moving on. And even though that's hard for me, because I'm, you know, very sentimental and nostalgic and a lot of things like that, you know, I gotta move on. I gotta honor the past, but look forward to the future, and I think I'll be good with that. So I hope to honor you guys and make you guys proud and keep giving you content that you like. And I'm sorry for the lull, and I hope this video will really kind of inform you as to what has been going on. If you have any suggestions of videos you want to see, please comment them. Please let me know, because I'd really love to hear what you guys want to see. I'm gonna hopefully have this skit out soon. That's like basically halfway done from like February, and hopefully that'll get things going a bit, momentum. And once 2.2 comes out, I think I'll have a lot of things to do. But yeah, just thank you guys so much for the continued support. I know I've been kind of flaky. I know I've not been great. I know that I can be better, but I was kind of just letting my emotions and my heart and, you know, like my conscience speak to me a bit more, and I didn't want to force myself to make videos and all this stuff, because it just was becoming less fun for me. So that's kind of how things were, and, you know, this year wasn't great, but I am looking ahead. So thank you guys again for watching this State of the Channel, Norcda Childa 2019 State of the Channel. So formal, I know, but I needed to get a lot of these things off my chest and tell you guys about it, and I'm just happy that I can feel comfortable to talk with you guys about it, and not just like you guys are people who watch my videos and just consume content mindlessly, that you're real people, and that you are kind of interested in what I have to say, hopefully, and kind of want to hear what's up and understand. So you guys are the best for that, and, you know, hopefully this will be kind of a Norcda Childa renaissance in a way, because there's still things I want to do. It just didn't really work out much this year with me, but, you know, I'll try to keep you guys updated as much as possible with things that may come up in the future, and please understand if there are any other lull periods like this. Hopefully not as long, but, you know, I'm still chugging along here. I'm still going to be making content for you guys, and I'm excited to get back into things a little bit more. I obviously am liking it less, but I'm excited to get back into things a bit. So thank you guys for watching again, and I will talk to you in the next video. Goodbye.